You know what? Don't come out here and try to patronize me, Chaz. You're out here for one reason. That's because I already know what you're going to say. It's the same thing everybody says. I wasn't pinned. I deserve a rematch for my heavyweight title because you couldn't beat me. Shut up, Chaz. Nobody cares. Go to the back of the line. I did to you what I said I was going to do. I beat you, whether or not it was your shoulders on the mat or not.
I mean, you kind of made the argument for me. Yeah, you didn't beat me, but I knew you couldn't beat me, Zako. I'm not even mad. I knew Jake was the weak link. That's why everybody wanted it to be a triple threat match, so that there was an opportunity for somebody to take the belt off my waist. See, I had a contingency plan, Zako. I'm going to be okay. I'm just proud that you're not the failure I thought you were.
Failure? Failure! How does the guy who lost at Multivania come out here and call me the potential failure? Let me let you in on some news, Chaz. This show's gonna work a little bit differently. So even if you do want an opportunity, you're gonna have to earn it. Because that's how things should be done.
I'm happy to earn it, and I understand that there is a huge, huge line behind me. So I won't waste any more of your time. Why don't you tell me what I need to do to get back in line, to get to the front of the line? Because, Zako, I know it eats at you that you couldn't beat me for that belt. I know somewhere deep in your processing core you wanted it to be me.
You think that's a secret? All you did was manipulate me, use me, and then cast me aside. See, Sawyer was right about you from the beginning. You are a piece of trash, and whether these people want to love me or hate me, they definitely can't stand you. So let me think, what could I have you do?
Let me guess, some kind of gauntlet match. You're gonna make me beat somebody? Is that what you're gonna make me do, Zako? Am I gonna have to run the Zako dual gauntlet? Is there gonna be trials and tribulations for little old pops? I said it once, and I'll say it again. Building you was exactly what you just said. It was using you to make sure this timeline continued so I could do what I needed to do.
Shut up! Shut up! Enough! I'm done. I've had it with you. I've had it with your stupid little murder cave nonsense. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to kill two birds with one stone. I will give an opportunity, a title shot, to any member of the murder cave on one condition. Grizzly Adams has to fight my Robro.
And if he wins, any one of us gets a title shot. Zako, I don't understand how you won this belt. You're giving Grizzly exactly what he wants. And on top of that, after he rips your little boy apart, you're not even going to know which one of us is coming after you. Zako, you really got to step your game up with this whole planning thing.
Oh, and a kick to the gut! Zako's had enough! My name's Eric Genericson. We are live here on Warzone, and Zako has had enough! Zako taking it to Chesley and a shot to the gut. We're going to have to cut away from this. Security out here trying to break it up. It is pandemonium, ladies and gentlemen. And if that wasn't enough, I have a huge announcement. I'm not alone on Warzone anymore, ladies and gentlemen. Joining me for the first time ever, one of the co-hosts of Firing Line. Allow me to welcome to the broadcast table, Mr. Jerry Aldini.
Thanks for having me, Eric. It's great to be here. It's great to actually be commentating in front of a crowd again. There's so much going on. I'm really excited, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen in the aftermath of Multivania.
Well, I'll tell you what's going to happen. It's going to be 8-man showcase action. But before we get to that showcase, we have a lot of wrestlers that have a lot of things to get off their chest. We've been on hiatus for 2 weeks. That's a long time, Jerry.
It really is. But, you know, the roster needed a refresh. Let's be honest. It was a hard road to Multivania, and everyone left it all out in the ring.
It sure was. And I think there's no more appropriate person to toss it to than the aforementioned Robro, R. Sawyer. Let's take a listen to what he has to say.
So me, Malice, and Zako have been partying ever since Zako won the MNW Heavyweight Championship. And it's been great. But while I was down in Energon like a Sharktacon, a thought came to me. And Lawson, let's have some real talk. When I made the call to Grizzly, the intention was for a one-on-one fight. A revisit of our Multiverse match. Then it became a tag match. I was like, that's fine. Malice deals with Arkoff, and I get Grizzly to myself. Then High Voltage was involved. Again, I thought, that's fine. I'll kill two birds with one stone with Aiden Zero. Then he went for the mega money in the big bank. Gotta respect that. So that left the B team of High Voltage. Again, fine with it. They weren't a bit concerned. But what I draw the line at was Helix sucks and remove. Now I get it. Death and Arkoff have a thing. Did Grizzly lose? Technically, yes. Did I win? No. And therein lies the problem. And it will be your problem soon, Lawson. Because I want what I intended to have. A singles match. At the next pay-per-view. Or the one after that. Or the one after that. No meme, no murder cave, heck, make it hardcore, make it TLC, Rage in a Cage, Paine is in Uranus, I don't give a fuck. As long as it's just him and me. And if I don't get what I want, I'm gonna start fucking with things. Matches booked the way the brass doesn't want them? Mean matches having stipulations added at the last minute? Also mean. Another round of Meme Science 3000? They will have their encore. And who will we be watching? I don't know. But Lawson, stay tuned.
Well, R. Sawyer laying down the challenge to Grizzly Adams, saying if he doesn't get what he wants, he's going to start messing with stuff. I feel like that's kind of their MO already, so I don't know how anything would change.
Not particularly. Also, we may have some bad news for you, Sawyer, about the whole going the Lawson route, but we'll talk about that later.
I'm sure he'll learn. I'm sure he'll learn as we continue to see Lawson involve himself in Warzone business now. However, it's not time for something you're very familiar with, Jerry, from Flashbang. It's time for a showcase. They've brought it and hijacked it from us, and it's now on Warzone.
Hey, you know what they say? Good writers borrow from other writers. Great writers steal outright.
The following contest is an 8-man showcase match. Introducing first, weighing in at 215 pounds, representing Dungeons and Destiny, Rapture New Road. Here's a man who's had a couple of Flashbang matches in his day. It's the Tiefling. Well, one of the Tieflings.
I think the one that's more proud of his Tiefling heritage, let's be honest. Also, he sent me a very nice basket of his Enraptured Beauty products.
And certainly as hype and as excited as ever. He was involved in that showcase match for the Big Oof Championship, or at least it was a showcase-style match. I still don't have clarification if that was an actual showcase. But if it was, Bart not only retained, he got his first showcase win.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out. I'll have to get in touch with the bookkeeper and double-check on that.
Make sure to tune into Firing Line for all those kinds of updates.
That's right. Pete McPherson and I will keep you up to date on all the happenings across the multiverse.
And here's another man that was involved in that Big Oof Championship match at Multivania. And introducing second, weighing in at 241 pounds, Carcharodon. Shark-inhabited waters.
I'm still trying to get the full details. Is he a shark hybrid? Is he a shark enthusiast? Is he an evolved shark? There's so many different ways this could go.
So normally I would say, well, there's no way he's a shark person. Then again, I commentate on Flashbang, so that wouldn't be out of the ordinary. It would just be the second.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, there's totems, there's spirit animals, and then there's just, I don't know, maybe he evolved in another timeline. After a while, it all seems to blur together.
We don't even know what kind of shark he is. Is he a lone shark?
That's true.
Is he a street shark? He could be a baby shark.
It just gets stuck in your head.
Oh, snap! And introducing third, representing Conquest Bloodline, weighing at 182 pounds, Lady Boom!
Here's someone who's been on a hot streak of late.
A hot streak indeed, and one of the two #1 contenders for the new crowned Toxic Wastelanders Unified Tag Team Championships. Her and Carnival won that opportunity on the pre-show.
It was quite the surprise to find out we were having a match of such consequence on the pre-show. And after her shot at trying to get to the Nexus Titan Championship, looks like either way, the lady's looking for gold.
And introducing fourth, weighing in at 245 pounds, he is the social outcast, Ignacio Cervantes. So, Jerry, what do you make of this guy?
Well, I'm still waiting to find out more about him. I mean, obviously a luchador, branding himself social outcast. I'm really curious if he comes from a family tradition or if he's a young buck starting out. Like what I've seen so far.
And a big fan of El Generico.
That's true. That's true. Rest in peace.
Gone too soon. And introducing fifth, representing Nakama Worldwide, weighing in at 192 pounds, Power Surge. Oh, he just dabbed on him.
That's the cheeky side. He learned that from Trash Man.
I think he has, although we haven't seen very much of Trash Man. It's more been Bart Ender running the show, and since then, I mean, Power Surge has looked very good in his little feud with Carnival, and certainly looked good at Multivania, or at least was going to before he was taken out backstage by
That's true.
Lady Boots.
Yeah. Well, and the whole reason Bart Ender even got involved with Nakamura Worldwide was to help mentor this kid, and we're beginning to see the fruits of that effort. I've got some outstanding questions about Nakamura Worldwide, but we can talk about those later after the show.
And introducing sixth, weighing in at 269 pounds, Lade Paine. hold. Jerry, you ready to get laid?
Since my early days in wrestling, yeah, absolutely.
Excellent.
Oh, wait, you're talking about the kid. Sure, no, he's great.
Yeah. Oh.
I love him. Although, I wonder what's going through his mind after that match between the Creation and the Beast at Multimania.
I mean, he got a chance to get his hands on Dark Lord Popo and won his Multiverse match against the current wearer of that mask, but I haven't heard him say anything about his, I guess, former self, multiverse, divergent self. I don't know what the correct term is.
I think we've settled on variant these days.
Got it.
Not sure where we got that from, but that does seem to be the parlance around the office.
And introducing 7th, representing Omega Club, weighing in at 172 pounds, Kelly!
Well, business is picking up, especially at the Omega Pub.
Oh, yeah.
Little deja vu. I mean, Kelly was in that match on the Multivania kickoff show where Lady Boots and Carnival won their title opportunity. I have a feeling that she and Lady Boots are going to be fighting forever.
Well, what's interesting is Lady Boots became the first female ever to become a #1 contender for a championship in MNW, according to my stats.
That is what my records show too.
So already trailblazing, following in the footsteps of Kelly and the Slamphibian. A lot of powerful female wrestlers who have paved the way for a new generation. What in the world? Wait, what? And introducing 8th, weighing in at 259 pounds, the Storyteller. That's a return.
Yeah, we have. When was the last time we saw him in the ring? It's been months. He's been. Well, we don't know exactly what he's been doing. Clearly, something with the Murder Cave, with Dr. Grimm. He came out with them. I have so many questions that still need to be answered. What is the actual status of the Faces of Fear? Are they disbanded? Is the Storyteller a member? Is he a member of the Murder Cave? Is he an independent agent? Questions upon questions, which is probably how he wants it.
The thing that I'm curious about is where does he stand with the Murder Cave? I mean, the Faces of Fear, I don't even know if you can call the Faces of Fear a thing anymore. XR Kun already on the outs and outs. Storyteller would be standing alone with that name, and maybe that was the whole point, was to tear it apart from the inside. I mean, he, Grimm, Chaz, everybody seems to have their own agenda. Maybe they just intersected for a period of time.
Well, I remember, because of course we covered this on Firing Line, the Storyteller was the person who put the deal together to bring the Faces of Fear and the Four Horsemen together in the first place. So, how long have things been in motion?
My guess? Probably quite some time if I know the people that were involved.
Agreed.
But when was the last time we've seen the Storyteller in the ring? I think it was the C101.
I think you're right.
And here we go. And immediately out of the gate, we've got Lady Boots squaring off with High Roll. We've got Power Surge. Oh, my goodness. And Rapture New Road, who's getting dumped by Kelly. Storyteller going after the rookie Carcharodon. And Ignacio Cervantes already chucked to the outside. And here comes Boots in hot pursuit. Now, Jerry, I got to ask, because I always do this with my broadcast partner, Hey, Mr. Rabbit, who do you like?
This is a hard one. Obviously, I feel a pull to want to see Lady Boots do well with how things are going with her lately. I'm always a fan of Rapture New Road, but honestly, I've been watching reel on these wrestlers for so long, it would only a fool would discount the storyteller.
And now sent over the top rope is Carcharodon. A lot of these competitors, specifically Cervantes, Carcharodon, and Rapture New Road, all involved in that Big Oof showcase against Bart Ender. But the final two in that were Sparrow and Bart Ender, who retained. Oh, what a drop kick by Kelly the Storyteller.
And then there's Lady Boots right on Kelly. There, as we said, tale as old as time at this point.
Oh, yeah.
And look at the Storyteller. He's just stalking people. But we're so focused on that. I mean, I'm looking at what's happening between Cervantes and Carcharodon out right in front of the crowd.
And that's a couple of rookies who would love to make a name for themselves.
That's absolutely correct. I agree. And the Storyteller's now after the junior member of Nakama Worldwide. Although that looked like textbook Trash Man.
It sure did. A page out of the leader's book. And now Kelly dragging Boots towards the ropes. And this goes shades of Whitney Lee looking for the flatliner. And down goes Lady Boots.
Oh, ow, that's going to leave a mark. Oh, but good ring awareness of Boots. Get out of the ring, although.
And now Cervantes look. Oh, Kelly got caught. Shooting star press.
That was actually really good ring awareness from the rookie, taking that momentum and turning it around into an assault on Kelly.
And now a Lion Tamer on Cervantes. Cervantes with the Lion Tamer. Apply, but able to get out of it. Again, we heard from Rapture, or rather from Zako Duo to start off the night, the new heavyweight champion. If Grizzly will fight R. Sawyer next week, he'll give a shot to anybody in the Murder Cave at his belt. I don't know if it's wise to open it up like that. There are four very, very powerful members, and now Storyteller down on the ground, power surge with a kick out by Storyteller.
I was about to say four we know of. Again, we don't know the status of the Storyteller.
That is true.
And looks like and there goes. I think people in the ring are beginning to recognize the threat that the Storyteller is.
I mean, they're starting to gang up on him. And now where's Power Surge going? Might be trying to put the lights out. Looking for the frog splash. And he gets it on Carcharodon.
And it.
Oh, and a kick out.
That was 2 2/2.
It was very close.
That math was bad. I'm sorry. Anyway, back to the action. And right in front of us, Lady Boots and Kelly. That's
they are
scary.
using our announce table as their weapon, which is technically legal, but not preferred. And you got to wonder, is somewhere Bart Ender looking at potentially some more contenders for his Big Oof Championship in this ring?
Possibly. We know he's a fighting champion, and he took on 8 people at Multimania and still retained.
And now off that leg drop by Carcharodon, high rolled and a kick out. Rapture staying alive.
Wait a minute,
Kick
where's
to the back.
Carcharodon going?
New Road to his feet. From behind. Oh, down goes high roll with the elbow. Carcharodon's been flying all over the place.
And now the Tiefling's down. And wait a minute. No, he's going up again.
Might be looking for that shooting star again. Carcharodon, no! Senton bomb!
Oh, that was the Megalodon impact. Oh.
And down goes Rapture. Rapture New Road has been eliminated. And now looking to go after Power Surge. So Carcharodon eliminates one of the other 2 remaining Big Oof contenders from that match. And now Storyteller with his sights set on the other one. Cervantes in some trouble. Look out here! The epilogue! And the referee, what is going on?
In my day, that was referred to as discombobulated.
And a kick out. That distraction, or whatever it was, might have just saved Cervantes. And look at the ring awareness of Storyteller to roll out of the ring when Cervantes was going for that Atomiko from the outside. Oh, and there's the Michinoku driver. And a kick out by Power Surge.
And now Cervantes is out of the ring. And once again, Boots and Kelly going at it. These two, I swear. Oh, stunner. Wow, cutter.
And down goes Lady Boots.
Well, there's one of my picks gone. That was after the EFU.
Lady Boots has been eliminated. Yeah, the AFU connecting, and now Power Surge looking to put away the Storyteller with a frog splash. Probably, oh, and there's the bicycle kick.
I'm a little distracted by High Roll's head being pounded into our table.
Yeah, at least they haven't ripped the top of the table off. Oh, look out here. Look at Kelly. Oh, got caught. Kelly got caught. Oh, and there's the Tiger Fade kick. And into the splash. And now into the cover. 2. Oh, and a kick out.
Kelly's not going down without a fight.
Oh, there's a roll-up. Roll-up Power Surge. Trying to eliminate Cervantes. 2 and a kick out.
Look out, Power Surge. There's the Storyteller looking to take advantage.
Ever the opportunist. And there's that knee right to the face. Goodbye, Power Surge. And look out here, the epilogue. Down goes High Rolled. Oh, and a kick out. High Rolled staying alive now.
Yeah, he's too much of a veteran to take out that easily.
Oh, but he was going for it again. And now Storyteller breaking that up. And now everybody wanting a piece of High Rolled.
When you're in a match like this, there's so much you have to keep in mind. Who's the weakest person in the ring at the moment? Who's the most hurt? Yeah, who's around? Where is everyone lying? And in the end, it's, do I have the opening I need to try and get a pin?
And right now, it's Carcharodon squaring off against Kelly.
Yeah, this is the moment. I mean, everyone else is taking a rest break. And that's the other thing, though. I don't think people think about enough. That if other people are busy fighting, you can take a moment, catch your breath.
And look out here. Shades of Trice. The Wrath of Garyon. This is Kelly's version of it.
I mean, she did learn a lot from him before, well, the unfortunateness, let's call it.
Yep, and now double team move. Kelly at Carcharodon taking out Power Surge. And here comes Cervantes.
All right, Kelly seems to be focusing, I think, on Carcharodon. It's a little hard to tell right now. Well, everyone's back in the ring.
And a kick out by Power Surge staying alive. We are down to 6.
I think, yeah, Power Surge is busted open.
And now Kelly with elbow strikes in the corner. Meanwhile, we got a 3-way dance with Power Surge. And now, oh, step up Enziguri. Double team move by High Rolled.
Uh-oh.
We could, big trouble here. The Tiger Fade kick, and look out here. Carcharodon sits down Power Surge. 2. Goodbye, Power Surge.
And there he
Blood
goes.
in the water. Good night. Power Surge has been eliminated.
Oh no, look at Carcharodon. Carcharodon gonna fly. Look out here. Oh my goodness.
And that's a good move. Again, he's focusing now on Storyteller.
And now down goes the ref though. This would be it. Storyteller would be eliminated, but there's no referee.
Yeah, and I like that high roll trying to wake the ref up and then getting knocked out of the way by Cervantes. What's Kelly doing? What's she
Might be looking for that AFU. The DDT. And down goes high rolled.
And she hit it, but again
no referee though.
High rolled had the right idea, try and wake the ref up, but
and now Storyteller's rolling around the ref, or at least trying to get out of the ring. And Carcharodon says, "Where do you think you're going?"
Back in my day, refs got knocked out maybe once or twice a month, but now it seems like 4 or 5 times a show. I think that just shows how much more energetic the sport has become.
And now again, the wrath of Gary on the high roll. Carcharodon going to the top. And there's the senton bomb.
Yeah, that Megalodon impact hit again. It's worked so well for him so far.
But not going for the pinfall. Again, Storyteller surviving disaster.
I have to question that if you've got a shot for a pinfall, you should take it. If nothing else, it can wear your opponent out.
Especially a veteran like Storyteller when you have him on the ropes. Cervantes in trouble. AFU.
Is it going to pay off for Kelly this time?
Oh,
No.
and Carcharodon going to fly as Cervantes kicks out. Meanwhile, High Rolled might have thought he was eliminated. He was heading towards the back. Oh, look out here right out in front of us.
I mean, I'm interested in knowing what's going on, Carcharodon, but not that interested.
Yeah, it's okay. You can take it back in the ring. I know, falls count anywhere, but, really, it's okay. And now Cervantes wants a piece.
Well, we've got the best seats in the house right now, Eric.
I don't know if I like these seats.
Yeah, Storyteller definitely has identified Carcharodon as the one who wants to take
what a boot!
Oh, man.
That bicycle kick into the ring post.
But Carcharodon, looks like he did a face rake.
Looks like it.
Kind of hard to tell at this angle, but meanwhile, it looks like High Rolled and Kelly are trying to decide who gets to take on Cervantes. She was going to go for that AFU again, but got interrupted by Ignacio.
And now High Rolled in some trouble. Look out here. Tiger feint kick. And now looking for the splash and jumping over Kelly.
And I guess Kelly's going to give him a minute to see what he's going to do.
And a drop
and then
kick.
Him.
And now Storyteller might be setting up for the epilogue again. And now Kelly after Cervantes.
Looks like he's determined.
Oh, boot to the face, the murder cave.
Well.
And now High Rolled, who's still down after Cervantes kicked him in the face. Goodbye, High Rolled.
High Rolled has been eliminated.
And now we're down to 4. And this is where things get really interesting in showcase matches. People have survived. You're down to 4 competitors. It's just the right number for 2 one-on-one fights. But it is where you are definitely separating the wheat from the chaff.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that was a surprise.
And there you go.
Storyteller has been eliminated.
And now the AFU again.
After what's happening?
Into the cover. Kelly on a sprawl and a kick out.
I was going to say, if it comes down to coming down to Kelly and Ignacio Cervantes, at this point, you got to think about it from Kelly's perspective. Look at how much momentum Boots has. If you're Kelly, it's like, well, Do I want to let Lady Boots be the most accomplished female wrestler in MNW?
And now look at this. Look at this Dragon Sleeper. Look at the torque.
He's struggling.
I mean, can Sharks bend that way?
I'd have to get out my my marine biology books.
And now back in the hard way.
Just twisting that. Let me tell you, that does not. A lot of people think, it looks like a boring hold to most people. It hurts. Let me tell you from personal experience, it hurts.
And now into the cover, Carcharodon, gone!
It's Kelly and Ignacio Cervantes.
And here's why this is interesting. I believe this would be Cervantes' not just his first showcase win, but it'd be his first win in MNW.
I mean, we've seen it before in showcase matches. But Kelly
right there with the rider kick of Mega Blitz.
I feel she's got a fire lit under her.
Into the cover. 1, 2 out, a kick out.
He can taste the victory. He doesn't want to lose. Kelly doesn't want to lose.
I can't say that I blame her.
AFU one last time. Is that going to do it?
That might do it. Good night. No, he kicked out. How did he kick out?
I mean, kid, good on you. Good resilience. Good staying in there.
And now trying to fly. Cervantes, knee to the face. Looking for his first win at MNW. And what a way to do it in front of this packed crowd.
Oh, that is not where you want to take an elbow.
No, back into the ring. Right hand. Look out here. What is this? Look, a modified GTS. Good night, Kelly. Oh, my goodness.
No, she is not going to give up.
Not going to be that easy. And look out here. Tilt-a-whirl slam.
Just wrenching the arm.
And he looks exhausted.
Well, having to survive those 6 other competitors, I'd be gassed too.
And out of the outside, what has he got in mind? Maybe looking for that senton one more time. No, going to the top rope. Cervantes gonna fly. What is this? Oh, corkscrew senton!
What? That should have been enough, Cervantes. What are you doing, kid?
He's not gonna do it again, is he? He's
going
gonna fly another senton! Oh, and that might have cost him.
I mean, kid, you're doing great. You're putting on the show. You got to save enough to get the job done.
And oh, come on now. No need to kick dirt on him. Oh, wait here, STF. STF on Kelly. STF on Kelly. With all the damage she has sustained, can she hang in there?
Yes, she broke the hands.
She sure did.
Cervantes, here, word of advice, kid. Kelly, she has trained with some of the best competitors in MNW, that being the Omega Club.
She certainly has.
That Wrath of Garyon again.
And now into the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out.
Oh, all right, yeah, kick to the gut. He's not giving up. But
Shoving
neither
her
is
away.
She's just going to keep coming at him.
She sure is. And now shoved away again.
Oh, ow. Cervantes, at this point, you better get something in gear, or Kelly's going to be really happy serving drinks tonight at Omega Pub.
Oh, nice reversal there.
Oh, that was classic. That's shades of El Santo on that one.
Oh, and low! What a backslide driver. Folks, this is the first match of the night.
We know we've been gone for 2 weeks, but you're getting your money's worth right this very moment.
Tornado DDT!
Oh! Cervantes, if you got anything else in the tank, now's the time to pull on it.
Kelly trying to hang in there against the rookie. And now into the cover. And a kick out at 1. And I'm just putting these boots to the back.
I mean, that's a solid tack at this stage of a match like this.
And I'm trying to focus on the arm.
Well, but the back supports the arm. I mean, working, if you understand how the muscles work, it's a solid strategy.
Oh, and now I'm glad they're using the other announce table for once.
Yeah, I'm glad we have that there.
Oh, what a chop. And now forearm shots. And a drop kick right to the face.
Her head just bounced off the ring after that drop kick. Cervantes
now waiting for Kelly. Oh, waiting for Kelly to come too.
I think he wanted her to know what was coming, and that may have been a mistake.
Oh, it's a back suplex is what's coming. And now and a reversal. Kelly has been all over Cervantes.
She has definitely been the more aggressive of the two since this became one-on-one.
I mean, Cervantes might be feeling the nerves. He's never lasted this long in a showcase. And speaking of showcase matches, a grudge match from their first match ever. Beowulf goes one-on-one. Oh, my goodness. Cameraman's trying to figure out what the heck to do. 1, 2, and finally Kelly puts him down.
Well, there we have it. So Kelly wins this matchup. This means that if we look at the records of the Warzone showcase matches, Kelly's name goes on that. No one has won 2 yet, but then again, this is only from our records the 9th to be had. So there's some time. I'm still wondering, I mean, Shere Khan is on the Warzone record. We need to double check that. But either way, great job, Kelly. You have won. This can mean a lot for her moving forward.
It sure can.
It's going to be interesting to hear how the rest of the Omega Club feel about this. I'm sure they're ecstatic. Well, congratulations to Kelly, but Ignacio Cervantes, great job, kid. There is no shame in that match.
Absolutely none. And while we have a quick second, we are actually going to hear from a team that was unsuccessful in their title defense. We are going to hear from one half of Chained Hell, the Flame Revenant.
The Flame Revenant has been eliminated.
You lost.
You lost.
You lost. You lost.
Shut up. And the new MNW Unified Tag Team Champions, the Toxic Wastelanders.
You not only lost the match to him, but the belts as well. The souls of this revenant want change. We want a better leader.
Shut the hell up! This is not the first time we've lost, but I'll be damn sure it will be the last. You want change? Oh, I'll give you change. I'll send this whole locker room to hell and devour each of the damn souls just to get their power.
Yeah, they're not happy.
Did he say devour souls? I distinctly heard devour souls.
Yeah. I'm glad I have a broadcast partner at ringside now.
Yeah. To Mr. Lawson, can Warzone borrow APS?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Boy, who Warzone uses their own APS? Oh well.
Yep. Well. Oh boy. Aiden with a microphone. This can't be good.
Or it could be great. Let's be honest.
One of the two. How nice! How nice to start off the show, the new era, the same way we always have. The champion comes out after his big win, brags to all of you people, and then, oh, guess what? The guy who lost wants to get back in line, wants to cut the line. I'll tell you what, Chaz, how about instead of cutting the line, you cut that stupid looking hair of yours? You see, where I come from, things are earned, and they're not handed out. And Zako likes to talk about how he's going to let the Murder Cave earn an opportunity. How about the rest of us that got screwed over, Zako? How about what happened to Justice Jake? Oh, you didn't hear? Oh, you didn't hear the news? Thanks to injuries sustained in the match in the main event, Justice Jake ain't gonna be around for a while. His knee's all screwed up, and it's your fault. Yours and Chaz. And you want to talk about fair and opportunities? I'll tell you what, boys. This is the same circle jerk you guys have been doing for the last month. So if Jake can't get... Jerry?
Yeah, I'm
Jerry,
hearing
that's...
it. Yes, it
Okay.
is.
That's XR Kun. Oh, and the eye patch is off.
Well, I mean, sure, that doesn't surprise me. Question, did he heal it with the Force, or is it a cybernetic?
I have no idea.
Justice, Jake, and Aiden, Zero. There seems to be a misunderstanding, boy, if we're talking about reclaiming what is ours. XR Kun has waited long enough.
Oh, good. While we're talking about outdated relics, look, everyone, it's the Sith Lord, who was made relevant by standing up and winning his first ever heavyweight title, what, like 10 years after you debuted? I think Chaz said it best. Wasn't this show underground when you mattered?
Insults are trivial, boy. As you can see, I've actually put my money where my mouth is. I showed Dr. Grimm the face of his fear. And now I will do the same to Zako Duo. He has what is mine.
Well, while you were screwing around with Dr. Grimm, my buddy Justice Jake was getting put out of action by Chaz Lee, by Zako Duo. Oh, and for the record, I've never
had a shot at the heavyweight title. So I think it might be about time for 0 Hour to Heaven opportunity.
I will make this very clear. It is tough for me to listen to you spew out this nonsense without choking the life out of you. But child, allow me to impart some wisdom. There are certain people you do not cross, and I them.
A piece of advice? Boy, you should watch the show. I say whatever the hell I want to whoever the hell I please. So I'll tell you what, XR, you want to start this line behind Chaz Lease and Zako Duo was handing out opportunities to the Murder Cave? Why don't you go through me to do it? How about next week we see which one of us is actually qualified to face Zako?
Unfortunate, Aiden. I have no quarrel.
The face of my fear? That's cute. XR, you've been saying that for years. But only once have you gotten the job done. Let's see if you can do it twice. I'm not Dr. Grimm. I'm not an old-ass pediatrician who's past his prime. I'm in my prime, and I'm ready for my shot. And before you retort, don't worry, buddy. I know you're one of the best this company's ever seen, but you have never been in the ring with somebody like Aiden Zero. I could twist your neck in so many different positions, you're going to be begging for mercy. So whether I choke you out or whether I snap off that head of yours with 0 Hour, I'm going to be the one victorious at the end of the night, bitch. That was surprisingly cordial.
Yeah, I honestly was expecting another fight. But I guess a Sith Lord knows how to wait for his moment, and Aiden, I don't know, decided I'll wait till next week. Save the strength.
Perhaps. And ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, we already heard that we have new tag team champions, so we need to figure out at some point new number one contenders. The brass is going to be watching. We've got tag team action next. The Absolute Units go 2-on-2 with the Eastern Bloc Party. They came up just short at Multivania, and they would love to get back in the picture and challenge the Toxic Wastelanders. Tonight could be their first step back onto the roll to the number one contendership. Who do you like in this matchup, Jerry?
It's always going to be a hard one. Obviously, Eastern Bloc Party's a great team, but I mean, in my heart, my favorites are always going to be the Absolute Units. I just love what I've been seeing lately from the Mint and the Fortress.
And before we get to this matchup, we are actually going to hear from the Units right now.
So, we had our shot at the Trios titles, and we lost. In truth, I blame myself for that. The rest of the team, well, they were spot on. No, that was on me. I broke my own rules. Never take it personally, never think with your emotions. Well, that's all I did out there. What did I expect to happen? So, what happens now? Now, we clean up, fill out insurance reports, and use our heads to plan for the future. The units are far from done. Now, however, it's time to mail a certain package off to the IRS. I hope VIP has kept all the receipts for the past 10 years.
The units try to get back in the win column. The Bloc party tries to get back what they believe is theirs, a shot at the tag belts. That match is next.
Never mind. I was like, did he threaten VIP with a tax audit?
Threaten? No. I think he actually did it. The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a tag team tornado match. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 722 pounds, the team of Locken and Nice Ice, the Eastern Bloc Party.
Now, I've liked these guys for a long time. I mean, Nice Ice was one of the long-standing champions. Not quite holding the record. We have to look to Nero Napier for that, for longest champion, but still, great run with the Big Oof. And Locken, you got to appreciate a man designed to be a super soldier deciding to go into comedy. I mean, that's a way to subvert expectations.
Did he go into comedy or was he pulled into it?
I mean, some people go in, search for the comedy, and sometimes the comedy searches for them.
And ladies and gentlemen, social media blowing up. We've got Kelly tweeting out on social media, yeah, ha, now time to open the pub. And Forrest T. Wade tweeting out, two people you never piss off, your lawyer and your accountant.
I agree with that, and considering both of mine wrestle on this show.
And introducing second, at a combined weight of 562 pounds, the team of TJ the Mint Cable and Forrest T. Wade, the Absolute Units. And here come the units.
I mean, can you think of a more appropriate name for this team?
I certainly can't.
They are just, yeah, absolute.
And here we go.
Nice Ice, yeah, there you go.
I was going to say, maybe not off to start the yeah.
Especially not with some of the performance we've seen from the Mint lately.
Oh, to kick, yeah, nice powerbomb there.
I mean, Locken might be a comedian, but he's no joke.
Jerry, why do you do this to me?
You'll have to ask Pete that question. Oh, nice jawbreaker from TJ.
So the Absolute Units had an opportunity at Multivania to challenge for the #1 contendership for the Trios titles. The week before that, they had an opportunity at the Tag titles. And they came up short in both of those opportunities. So definitely looking to get in the win column here. They would love to, I guess in this case, upset the Bloc party who did go for the tag belts at Multivania.
Well, ever since the win at Multivania, with the belts changing hands, suddenly Chained Hell are no longer the champs. The Wastelanders are, and the field has to reshift. So we have to figure out, after the match with the Bloodline, who's going to be the next contenders.
And of course, we already know who the first #1 contenders are going to be. It's going to be the Conquest Bloodline. Lady Boots and Carnival, if I'm not mistaken, will be the first challengers. And at some point, we're going to need a challenger for the winner of that match.
Exactly.
And right now, TJ taking it to Nice Ice, but Locken with an exploder suplex into the corner. And look at this TJ combo. Rockin' Nice Ice.
This is the thing that'll happen in tornado matches. It's early on, it's basically 2 one-on-one matches happening in the same ring. It's only later on that you start seeing more team strategy come into play.
And now Larkin sending Wade into the corner. Look at these body shots. And now chucking him. Oh my goodness, he chucked him over Nice Ice.
I mean, dang near hit his own partner. And TJ is busted open.
And now Larkin looking for a clothesline on Wade. Bang!
I mean, this is a solid strategy, but one thing you need to remember, Nice Ice.
Broke it up by TJ. But he paid for it.
I was going to say, Nice Ice, got to remember, TJ has that boxing background. Yeah, just trying to trade punches with him isn't the best strategy.
Oh, look out, the right hand. Larkin, quit posing. And he breaks it up.
Locking that. Okay, here we go.
Oh, look out here. And down he goes. 2. Oh, and Nice Ice saves the matchup.
I mean, Nice Ice got his head together just in time. And over the ropes he goes. Oh, yeah, again, that boxing experience of TJ the Mint Gable.
Yeah, TJ is taking it to Larkin, and right now Nice Ice pummeling Wade on the outside.
On the other, now those German suplexes.
And now here comes the clothesline again! Good night, TJ, but here comes Wade.
I mean, that's just great ring awareness on Wade's part.
Not just that, but did you see how when he rolled in, he cut off the referee so he couldn't make the count? Like, that was brilliant. That was textbook. And now the pump handle slammed to Larkin. And here comes Nice Ice.
Okay. Oh, you got to wonder what the hydraulics in that hand feel like when you get that vice put on you. You know, back in my day, we didn't have a lot of cyborgs wrestling.
And now Nice Ice, the Russian cyborg. We have a Russian on Flashbang, but all human.
Yeah. Red Star Roman.
Red Star Roman, the mercenary. He's very much not a cyborg. And there's from Russia with love. Oh, it broke it up, and he ran right through Larkin to do it, but he's going to pay for it. Side slam onto his partner.
I mean, that was a good breakup. One of the things about the unit, they are showing great ring awareness, both of them. But they're dealing with a lot of power from the Eastern Bloc Party. Which is weird. Normally, I don't think of the units as being at a deficit for power in a match.
Nope. Oh, look at that power. The German suplex. And broken up by TJ again. And now from behind. Oh, Nice Ice got caught. Sweep of the leg.
Now, this is what I was talking about earlier, how the second active tornado match, it suddenly becomes a lot about keeping your head on a swivel.
It sure does. And now Lockett saving the matchup for his team. And now from behind, German suplex, looking for the clothesline. And nobody's up. That could be it. Down goes TJ. 1, 2. Eastern Bloc Party picks up the win.
All right. I mean, I'll give it to the Bloc Party. That was they earned that match, but the units made them work for it.
So Larkin and Nice Ice with an impressive win, and the unit's still kind of in a rut.
Yeah, they've got to mix it up. They got to get their groove back. That is an impressive duo right there.
A scary and imposing force.
And yet surprisingly cordial behind the scenes.
Yeah, it's really a tale of two people.
It really is.
And while we have a quick second, speaking of communism, we are going to hear from Sir Unklydunk and Mr. Butler.
Now then, has it helped to learn not to air our promos in the wrong order anymore?
Yes.
Alright then, off you go. Now then, what's left on the list for today? Let's see. Educate production idiots, did that. Get replacement brass knuckles. I should be able to get that from the local ammunition after the show. Get the tires on the boss's limo changed. Didn't I do that before I drove him down here tonight?
Package for a Mr. Butler.
Oh good, it's finally here! At long last, I finally have the complete collection of outlaw stuff!
Sir?
What is this?
Sir, is something wrong with
What in the unholy name of 4 kids is this? Oran High School Host Club? I ordered Outlaw Star, not some Sojo fantasy wet dream.
Sir, I'm sorry, but all sales are final. Will you be paying cash or credit?
Oh, I see. You're one of those cash on delivery types. Alright, I'll give you a card.
Cash or credit?
Neither. Concussion on delivery! Last time I ordered from that website. Restock the wine bar, discipline Narusasu shippers, polish the boss's title.
So, note to self, never screw up Mr. Butler's anime order.
He takes it really seriously.
It's
I wish
still,
he'd stop.
It's still real to him, damn it.
It is. I just wish he'd stop punching the production staff.
Yeah, I remember when that got the Outlaws banned on Flashbang?
I do.
Would be a shame to see that happen on Warzone.
It really would.
And Kelly also tweeting out on social media tonight, we have for the first time ever Omega Pub Pizza. That's right, come order Omega Pizza. Also, pinning Lady Boots. Feels good, but she won't stop calling me in the middle of the night to be her toy.
Okay. That might have been a little TMI, but sure.
All right. Boy, we are feisty today.
Well, people have been antsy. It's been 2 weeks. It's been building up.
You know who else is pretty feisty? Vinsmoke Sanji.
I am sure he is.
After being cashed in on moments after defeating Fear Strikes for the Nexus Titan Championship, Vin has some things on his mind.
He was on Firing Line for a little bit this week. He said there'd be more to come.
You know, somehow, I should have seen it coming. I should have known in the back of my mind that something was coming, no matter what happened with Fear Strikes of Vinsmoke. That dirty, rotten aristocrat had that briefcase, and I should have known he was gonna use it, because I would have done the same damn thing. I just got a little carried away. So I'll tell you what, Sir Unklydunk. You did good. You pulled off the heist of the century. And I know you and I ain't never seen eye to eye. But here's my question to you, Unklydunk. You got the balls to prove you can actually beat me? Or are you just gonna cash in and run like a bitch? See, I remember the old Unklydunk, when Omega Club was whooping you and Probunaga's ass up and down this ring. I remember how we've had your number for years. I remember when you lost in Multivania last year and this year. The only way you win is when you cheat. And honestly, I can't blame you if I sucked as hard as you did.
Uh-oh! That is Burnout Vaughn! And you want to talk about two people with history, Jerry? Omega Club partners and now rivals.
I remember Burnout Von's first night on MNW in that 8-man battle royal, and that very night, Vinsmoke Sanji approached him and offered him a spot in the Omega Club.
Oh, how nice of you to come out here, Burnout. Burnout Vaughn, why would you do it? Why would you interrupt Vinsmoke? Because everybody's sick of hearing you, dude. Nobody's listening. We've had you tuned out for like 2-3 years. Nobody's been paying attention. And as for getting your belt back, you just said you'd do the same damn thing. Hypocrite much?
Burnout. Oh, I almost missed you. How you been, buddy? You been having fun? See, I'm surprised you're out here because you're another guy that knows what it's like to go down to Vinsmoke Sanji. But I was screwed out of that belt too.
Ah, okay. Here we go again. Fucking, you know, this is why people were tuning this show out. It's the same damn thing over and over and over again. I kind of agree with Aiden. But I'll tell you what, if anybody's going to get their hands on Unklydunk, I think it should be me, considering all the Omega Club history.
You want to stick your nose where it don't belong. See, I thought you'd go after Zako, get your heavyweight title back. You see, you misunderstand, Burnout. I'm not just going after Unkly. I want the bot too. The heavyweight title and the Nexus Titan title. I'm already the first man to hold both belts. Now I want to be the first man to hold them both at the same time.
Funny, I was thinking the same damn thing. That Chaz Lee screwed you, but you screwed me with them Outlaw boys, didn't you? Getting involved when they weren't supposed to. It's okay, though. I'm used to people trying to screw it to Burnout Vaughn. I've had to scratch and claw to get everything that I've ever wanted in this company, and I'm happy to do it one more time.
One more time, huh? Burnout, I know you're not the kind of guy to back down, and that's unfortunate, because now I'm going to have to kick that stupid beard off your face one more time. Because Unkly is mine. The rich bitch and the bot are mine.
I don't think you need to be talking about anybody's facial hair, bitch! He just slapped him with the mic, and here we go, Jerry! Another brawl!
How else was this going to end? I mean, the moment Burnout came out, I knew what was going to happen. Burnout has always burned hot. His name is very apropos when you think about it.
And now Burnout with an inverted atomic drop to Vinsmoke.
You know, these two, considering how close they were, this is a great example of that fine line between love and hate, Eric. These were two of the closest people in the multiverse. And then when Vin started going down that dark path, it just all went to hell.
And quite literally. So two former members of Omega Club, both with histories with Sir Unklydunk. Both unsuccessful in, I guess Vin was unsuccessful in his second match of the night. And a rake of the eyes by Burnout. Burnout in that Mega Money in the Bank match, which, by the way, was won by Semjax. And we haven't seen him. He's been hiding away. Clothesline of Vinsmoke with that briefcase. And now Burnout with his eyes set on Vinsmoke, the man who beat him for the heavyweight title.
Well, when you talk about somebody like Semjax, I mean, if Burnout Vaughn is burning like as hot as the sun, Semjax is as cold as the grave and is willing to wait and pick his moment.
And ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, a grudge match. Beowulf made his debut in an 8-man showcase match and made it to the final 3. The last man standing before Beowulf won was Sergeant Major Paine. And these two have developed a little bit of a rivalry over the coming weeks about who the better wrestler is. So before we get this singles match to settle the score, let's hear from both of these men.
So, Wolf, you had a good run of 1 win. Congrats. You also had your Multivania moment in getting dropped by a guy coming back after a year away. And yet, the two of us were at each other's throats, kicking the ever-loving shit out of each other all the way up the ramp. We have made it so far into these showcase matches that it's just about starting to get ridiculous. So how about this? You, me, we kick the ever-loving shit out of each other. Think you have enough balls to stand up to the major pain that's about to come your way? So come, Beowulf. I'll be the Grendel to your so-called legend, and prove that even legends can bleed.
Well, that didn't entirely go according to plan. Once again, the brass has this big surprise with the final fighter in my showcase being Shere Khan. They effectively ripped my victory away from me. This may have been part of a small tale, but I know that this isn't the end. Aside from that little mishap, I was right about what I said at Multivania. I was in the final 3. I proved to the brass and the rest of MNW that I can fight against who they consider the best. I need another fight. I need a legendary fight. After all, what's the point of calling myself a legend if I don't have the fights to show for it? Oh, wait a minute. I do. Must I remind the brass of how I got my scars and why I no longer have an arm? I fought a fucking dragon for Odin's sake. I mortally wounded Grendel in this very meat hall, and I even have his fucking mutilated arm mounted on the wall to show for it. It's a little bit of an eyesore, though. Shut the hell up! Or do I need to remind you of your place again, Ivar? Ah, by the gods with these people. Listen, I need a fight, and from what I hear, the Major wants to face me in singles competition. Sergeant Major Paine. I will agree that we have made it far in our past couple of matches, and we have, as you said, kicked the absolute hell out of each other. But need I remind you of those outcomes? Yes, me and you were the last two standing at my official debut. But not only did I take you on the midnight run and pin you for that 3 count, but I also made you tap out to the FTB at Multivania. You want that fight? You want to say that you're the Grendel in this tale? I accept. And I have 3 words for you. Just bring it. Because I am the fearless. I am Beowulf.
I think these two are ready to go to war.
That is an understatement. Although I think Sergeant Paine might, I think the Grendel thing, that might have been hitting a little close to home for Beowulf.
Potentially. The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first, weighing in at 244 pounds, Sergeant Major Paine. So Major Paine and Beowulf to go one-on-one here on Warzone.
I'm still trying to get a read on old Sarge here. Is that face paint? Is he another undead? What's the story? That's the one thing I don't know about him yet. We got that his first name is Major, last name Paine, rank Sergeant.
That's all I've got for you. I don't really know much about him. He showed up for a showcase and he stuck around.
Yeah, I mean, he is definitely an unknown soldier.
But we'll see if he's got the savvy to survive Beowulf. A man who has been nothing short of dominant since he debuted.
I agree. Actually, is this both men's first singles match?
It sure is.
You think you know me?
And introducing his opponent, weighing in at 262 pounds, Beowulf!
The legend incarnate. So I had a chance to talk to Beowulf recently, and he verified that he is actually the Beowulf of legend, reincarnated.
Got it. So he's got a couple screws loose.
That is certainly one way to look at it, yes.
Couple fries short of a Happy Meal.
I mean, I'm just going by what he told me on Firing Line when I asked him that question directly. The thing is, not the craziest thing I've heard in the Nexus.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, we've got Fey Kings, we've got Bringers of the Apocalypse, and whatever Registered Anon is.
Oh, we don't talk about Registered Anon. He lives in the vents. Do you really want to go down that rabbit hole?
I have been filling out so much paperwork recently.
Nice backbreaker to start us off here. Beowulf and Sergeant Major Paine making their singles debut here on Warzone. And immediately a Uranagi out of that.
I mean, when you think about it, there is a great tradition. If we look at showcase matches on Flashbang of wrestlers developing rivalries and then it taking off their careers. I mean, Brawl Kaiser and the Aristocratic Canaan have come immediately to mind. And if this has the same rub on them, then we could be looking at great things from both competitors.
And I'm excited to see which one of them takes advantage of the singles opportunity. A showcase match, multi-man matches in general, very different from a singles match. And can Sergeant Major Paine show that while maybe he was coming up just a bit short in those showcases, one-on-one he is a different major kind of Paine?
I agree. And on the same token, is Beowulf going to show that he was more than just the guy who happened to win after his opponent was exhausted by 6 other guys? All right, and so far, a pretty solid style from both men.
Well, they both are brawlers. They love punching, kicking, raking the eyes, like you can see right here, just beating down Beowulf.
Yeah.
But also very resilient in their own right.
I mean, that could be a tricky match to have if you're fighting a guy who has your own style, just because, it means they're used to what you do. On the other hand, both men hungry enough that I guess it's going to be the question, who's hungrier?
Well, right now, both men trying to establish themselves in MNW, and right now, Sergeant Major Paine, well, until that point, in control. Oh, both men missing a big strike there. With the reverse of the neck breaker, now Beowulf with a Sambo suplex on the outside. And now back into the ring we go.
You can't win it on the outside in a match like this. I don't think either's going to be satisfied with the count out.
And now look out here! Cloverleaf! Texas Cloverleaf! This could be bad news for Major Paine! Cloverleaf locked in the FTB! Able to turn him over and break out of it.
Oh, what's this?
And now, and a neck breaker from Paine.
These two seem so evenly matched at this stage.
Oh, good night! The Midnight Run! And now a shot to the gut.
I mean, when you're in a position, that's about all you've got going for you.
I'd like to clarify that was the death stroke. I apologize. I got overexcited. Inverted atomic drop.
Yeah, according to my notes, the Midnight Run is a similar move. But
it is true. And now body shots. Major Paine sending off the ropes. Down goes the referee. Head first into the turnbuckle. Oh, looks the discus clothesline. Ducked by Paine.
Guys, leave the ref alone. We've had this conversation.
Oh, and now looking for this big boot. The crowd behind Paine. There it is, right to the dome.
Oh, that's the mortar shot right there.
And it might have just knocked him out. Is that going to be it for Beowulf? He kicked out at 2.
He's setting up for something.
And now up on his shoulders, Paine looking for the backpack stunner. Good eye, Beowulf.
Blitzkrieg.
Beowulf, can he survive? The blade does. Good grief, he does. How the hell did he kick out of that?
The will of an ancient warrior. That's all we got to go with right now.
And now shotting off the ropes. Looking for the clothesline, catches some knees.
Nice missile drop kick. Is he gonna go for the mortar shot again?
He sure is. Right off the dome.
Oh.
Back-to-back finishers. Beowulf in trouble. 2 mortar shots. And now a second. You called this the Blitzkrieg? Oh my gosh. Well, thanks for playing, Beowulf. Oh, he kicked out again. And
all right.
Paine cannot believe it.
Well, what's it going to take? And that's the question if you're Sergeant Major Paine now. What's it going to take to put this legend incarnate down?
I have no idea. And these two look exhausted. Right hand. Drop kick, nobody home.
Because, you know, a lot of people go, well, if you're a great striker, if you're a strong wrestler, you're going to win. Truth of the matter is, it's whoever can last the longest is going to win.
And now Beowulf turning him over. Again, folks, this is a normal singles match, not even hardcore, but they are going crazy.
I don't want to see these two in a hardcore match. Well, actually, that's not 100% true. I'd love to see them in a hardcore match down the line.
God, what a super kick! Oh my God! Paine is down in a kick out! He just kicked his head off.
Oh.
And now turning him over, another camel clutch.
I mean, that's a solid choice at this point. Really, I'd say Beowulf would want to slow the match down at this stage. Wait.
What does he got here? Side headlock.
And, yep, Beowulf has kicked up the brutality.
And now maybe looking for the midnight run. He's got him up. Oh, he reversed it. Reversal. And now he's got him up. The reversal.
Oh, here we go.
And down he goes.
A third Blitzkrieg.
A third Blitzkrieg off the reversal. 1, 2, 3. I can't believe it.
Well,
what
there we
a
have
reversal.
You know what? Great match, Beowulf, but hey.
And that is his first win in MNW. What a win it is.
Yeah, congratulations, Sergeant Paine.
Here is your winner, Sergeant Major Paine.
Well, after a win like that, I want to see where this kid's going to go. Assuming he is a kid.
And look how hype he is. I can't say that I blame him.
This is, I mean, your first singles win on MNW. Correct me if I'm wrong. His first
win ever, to my knowledge.
That is a way on the first show back after Multivania. That's how you make a name for yourself. Congratulations, Sergeant Major Paine.
Major Paine doing what Cervantes couldn't earlier tonight. One of these promising rookies getting their first win. Congratulations. And what a way to do it.
Wow. We've been off the air for a while, but boy, coming back in style.
You couldn't tell by the way these guys are going at each other.
No, that's all that pent-up aggression coming out.
And ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, I understand that Trice has demanded some airtime. Oh, this should be good.
I mean, why not? The rest of Omega Club ex-Omega Club seems to have been doing it.
I feel like we're just getting a storm to the ring of the ex-Omega Club guys, and I don't understand.
At this point, sure. Maybe there's such a thing as realizing maybe I didn't make the right choice, or maybe they're just all here because they're all salty bitches.
I'll see how this new era's gonna work. A parade to the ring by a bunch of nobodies. A bunch of people who are cutting the line, so to speak. It's the same old bullshit, just a different management. I should have figured. But I shouldn't have expected any better from you burnout of Vinsmoke. All of you people need to remember why Legion even exists. This is the reason! Constantly being overlooked. Constantly being pushed aside. And now, all the former Omega Club boys want to come out here and stake their claim, cut the line. Well, guess what? I haven't had a single title opportunity since I lost the Beowulf title to DJ Milsner. Think about that. All you history buffs. How long's that been? 2 years? 2.5 years? Does it even fucking matter? It's my turn. And I get...
Well, I guess it's fitting for actual Omega Club to come down then.
Well, especially the past relationship between these two. I mean, yeah. Do you remember what I said about that fine line between love and hate there, Eric?
I think this is... Well, these two hate each other, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And listen to this crowd sing along.
Oh, I mean, Trice, he's where he is, but I don't think Alpha Kong has been more popular in his career.
Yes, I figured there was so much talk. Everybody seems to have Omega Club in their mouth. So I figure, why not come out here and give you a reason to talk about Omega Club directly, Trice? Same old story with you, isn't it? Always complaining and whining. I thought I told you to mind your manners. Mind my manners. Looky here, the old cub of Omega Club, all grown up and trying to run the show. Alpha, don't you remember the last time we did this? I was the Alpha, and you were the Omega. That's why I ran the show. Or did you forget?
These are tales from another time, Trice. Things have changed. I think you know I am a different Lion Lotus now. I am no longer the protege. I run the show. But it seems you want to get involved with this whole Sir Unklydunk business because you have a thing with Burnout and you have a thing with Vinsmoke.
I have a thing with opportunity. and I've been given none. One one-on-one title opportunity, lost the belt, never again. Multi-man matches, all this other bullshit. I deserve one shot at a title so I can put it back around my waist.
And so you have chosen to go after Unklydunk. Why? Because you feel inferior to Vinsmoke and Burnout? Because they have won the World Heavyweight Championship after they left Omega Club and you can't even sniff it. Is that what this is about, Trice? Are your feelings hurt? Have you been on Twitter too much? It is very, very bad for you.
You watch your whole mouth before I rip that mask off your face. I'm not inferior to no one. They all served under me. I kicked out Vinsmoke. I made Burnout fall in line. And when they decided to kick the can down the road, I was the one that made Omega Club relevant. That was me, boy.
You made Omega Club relevant.
That is cute, Trice. You made Omega Club fight battles it had no business being in, just like Vinsmoke. I, on the other hand, will let my wrestling do the talking for me. So if you want to go after these two, I think I should be in line. You know, Alpha, you never could stop following Burnout in all around. Fine! Stick your nose where it don't belong. I've tried to ignore you. I've tried to let other people deal with you. But now I'm gonna have to deal with you to get what I want. And I have no problem going through you, cub. You like to call yourself the king of the luchas. That's a crock of shit. You call yourself Alpha Kong because you've been an Omega all your life. And this is just gonna be one more example on the hierarchy, kicking you down the ladder because you're not on my level, Kong.
Strong words from Trice there, Jerry. Good grief. Everybody wants a piece of the Nexus Titan Championship.
And I look at this, and the one thought that keeps coming to my mind is, boys, do you think you're just playing into Unklydunk's hands? But on the other hand, I think there's a lot more emotion in this than just going after Unklydunk. I think he's almost a side effect.
Yeah, I feel like he's just angry at Burnout and Vinsmoke. I mean, Alpha brought up a really good point. Burnout, former heavyweight champion. Vinsmoke, a two-time heavyweight champion. Trice has never so much as sniffed the heavyweight title. I mean, he was involved in a multi-man match for it. Didn't quite work out for him. He's never had an opportunity at the Nexus Titan Championship since its inception. So I guess I kind of get his gripe.
Well, I mean, this is what, if I remember correctly, what led to his leaving Omega Club in the first place. So maybe he should take a look inside. But yeah, that may be just me being a little too much of the analyst right now. In the end, there's a simple way to deal with it. Let him fight. I mean, this is wrestling after all. When I had a beef with my old tag team partner, that's how we settled it.
I mean, that's absolutely true. Speaking of tag teams, we have a tag team match coming up next, Jerry.
Oh, well, those are always fun. Who do we have? Who is going to be showing on the excellence in the ring next?
Why don't we just go find out? Because it's time for the introductions.
All right, I'm looking forward to it.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 1,122 pounds, the team of Raphael Sampson and Sasquatch Wing, the Lawds. Oh, Lord, they coming.
Oh, one of my I love these guys. Now, and that's not just because Sasquatch Wing gives me a plenty of supply of Squatch roast. By the way, I'm
Are
gonna
you
talk
sure?
to. Yeah, hang on a second. I gotta talk. Hey, Phyllis, in the truck. Can you check my monitor? I'm having a little feed problem here, Eric.
Are they? This normally happens. You have to twizzle the twazzle.
Really? How's that work?
Oh, snap.
Uh-oh.
And introducing their opponents, being accompanied to the ring by Ginger Boy at a combined weight of 532 pounds, Strongman and Flyboy, the Bell Bros. Here come the Three Kings.
These guys have been impressive since this new iteration. Come on, I'm sure I can get this monitor to work.
Eventually, it's gonna work.
All right.
Let's give this a shot.
All right. Huh. All right. Well, I'll keep trying on that on my end. Meanwhile, you keep calling the match.
Will do. So the Bell Bros, who were involved in that #1 contendership match at Multivania, they came up a bit short. But the surprise of everybody was them teaming up with Ginger Boy a week before.
There we
Ace-
go. Yeah,
Ace-
monitor's-
There you go.
there we go.
Like I said, if you just twizzle the twazzle enough, it would work
Yeah.
for Rabbit.
I've never twizzled the twazzle before, but it seems to work great.
Oh,
Hey!
look out here. Oh, look out, reversal. Into the roll up the sunset flip, trying to end it early, and a kick out at 1.
I mean, that's going to be the big difference. I mean, the All Lawds are obviously a very powerful team, but the skill and agility of the Bell Brothers is not something to underestimate, especially with this new attitude we're seeing from Flyboy. He's been making claims that he has eliminated all fear from his body.
So you're saying he has zero fear?
He has zeroed it out completely.
Huh. Well, I mean, you're going to have to do that when you're facing the chunky boys. I mean, this is by far the largest tag team in MNW.
Yes, I would agree. I of actual tag teams. Well, I would like to see a comparison with the Abyssal Void.
Oh, that would. Ooh, yeah, actually.
And and it's the Bell Brothers both coming in.
Yep. Oh, and a spike pile driver. And immediately into the tag. I mean, Raphael, good ring awareness. And it's not often you see strongman dwarfed in a match.
No.
And look out here, double team maneuver, nice kick right to the head. And look at this. Oh, and a senton out of the wheelbarrow.
I mean, that's one way to get the job done. You got to be impressed always with the Bell Brothers. And that was so close.
And now it's Sasquatch making the tag to Raphael. What do the Lawds got in mind? Oh, the power. Oh, God.
I'm going to have to twist that twazzle again. Is that a technical term?
Now that I think about it, I have no idea. Oh, what a move by Raphael. And one thing you'll learn, especially about Sasquatch Wing, for the size of these men, very agile, and Squatch not afraid to go up to the top rope.
No, I mean, there's a reason he's called Sasquatch Wing.
I mean, I don't know if those wings actually work.
I think it's more of a cultural totem.
I mean, yeah, that would make sense. And now Raphael trying to rip the mask off maybe, or at least use it as a weapon, pulling him up by it.
I mean, I can't see Raphael actually ripping a mask off. That seems too dishonorable for
I'm
someone like him.
I'm too used to Kevin Blackwell. I can't help it.
Yeah, I mean, after you've been scarred like that, I understand.
Every time I see someone grab a mask, I prepare for the worst. And now Flyboy trying to keep the big man down. Shot to the chest. And I will say this about the... Oh, look out, going after the arm. Flyboy snapping it back. And out to the corner.
I mean, that's...
Step up knee. And a bulldog.
I don't think he was going for arms as much before.
I would agree. And now look at that athleticism, kipping up out of the Russian leg sweep. And now knees. And a bulldog, the Bell Bros. One of the things that they were frustrated about, if we take you back to the C101, if I'm not mistaken, they were the first team to beat the Toxic Wastelanders, held the belt for at least 5 or 6 rounds, were defeated by, at the time, the Faces of Fear. Eventually, it was the Absolute Units that won the belt. Or actually, I think I have that flipped. I think the Units won. Then it was the Faces of Fear. One of those two.
Is correct.
Either way, the Bell Bros, by the end of it... Oh, and there it is, La Estrella! The Shooting Star Press! Their title reign was never recognized. Into the cover, broken up by Squatch. And since that time, they have not had an opportunity at the tag belts. They were barely on TV.
And I think that's what they're trying to prove here. They're looking for that opportunity. This is what I was saying earlier, Eric.
Oh, ring the bell! Ring the bell! 1, 2, and broken up.
Yeah. Well, as I was saying, ever since the Wastelanders won at Multivania, the entire tag division is looking for a realignment.
Oh, and again! He hit it again! Raphael down, 2 bell ringers, and good night!
Well, there you have it. Congratulations to the Bell Brothers, and by extension, the 3 Kings.
Here are your winners, the team of Flyboy and Strongman, the Bell Bros.
Excellent work, and again, good job on the part of the All Lawds, but the Bell Brothers, I think what you were talking about from the C101 was a key factor. They were the hungrier team. They have more to prove right now.
They certainly do, and look at Ginger clapping on his boys.
Yeah. I think there's a new energy in Ginger Boy as well. Even though he lost the Warp Gate Hardcore Championship at Multivania to McMorgan, I think this energy of having a team behind him, having peers.
And they did it against a very formidable team. The O-Lodds, again, one of those other teams involved in the Tag Team Fatal 4-Way for the Tag Team Championships in Multivania. One of the best teams we have on the roster of either show.
All right, now that we're between matches, let's see about this whole twisting and twazzling thing. See if I can get this monitor to work. I was having to look over the whole time.
And if you want to look over the shoulder, whatever you got to do.
You do what you got to do to get the job done. Ah, there we go. Yeah, it seems to be.
And ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, we're about to hear from Daverman.
I'm going to be interested to hear this. We haven't actually heard a lot from him of late.
No, we haven't. He's been very quiet.
You know what they say about quiet superheroes?
They have big feet.
You never know where they're coming from.
Gross.
Yeah.
So I've heard a lot of declarations out here. I've heard a lot of announcements about what people were going to do or what they plan to do, or various feuds and rivalries being reignited out of nowhere. But I thought that somebody with an actual legitimate gripe should come out here and air their grievances. See, Unkley, I made a mistake so many months ago when I took your hat, and I paid dearly for it. Vin paid dearly for it. Papusa paid dearly for it. But ever since you got that hat back, you've been acting a little off. And now, no, I'm not trying to say that it's the influence of the hat. That's not where I'm going. But what I am saying, Unkley, is you've become a real ass as of late. Especially with that title around your waist. And so I figured you never really did like me after I took your hat, but you never actually got in this ring with me. Not one-on-one. Not like it should have happened. And by the way, when I was wearing that hat, the only time we did fight, I knocked you and your boys out of the trios tournament. So when it comes to Uh-oh.
I mean,
well,
there was another player.
I kind of expected that.
Yeah, I mean, the whole reason he stole that hat involved this man.
So here comes Probunaga, still in pretty bad shape with those messed up ribs. Unless he's just wearing it for the look now. I don't even know.
It's, you know, it can become a safety blanket when you think about it.
I mean, maybe. Or maybe it's throwing off his opponents.
Sure, they think he's weaker than he actually is. Yeah, I can see that.
Perhaps. It seems people have very short memories around here. Daverman, wasn't it you that lost to Unkley at Future Shock, or are we just going to ignore that you have had an opportunity against him? Sure, it wasn't for a championship, but he still beat you, didn't he? Ah, Probunaga, how nice of you to be on the show. What's the matter? They didn't have any toilets for you to clean? Listen, man, I don't really think that this concerns you. Mr. also lost to Unkley and tapped out to him at Multivania? Or are we going to forget that part too? I certainly didn't forget, and I certainly will never forget what he has done to me, the Republic, and now what he is doing to the Nexus Titan Championship. It will not stand. And if there is anyone on the face of this earth that deserves an opportunity at Unkley, it is I, Probunaga. Look, dude, you're a decorated future Hall of Famer, that's for sure. But I think the sun is kind of set on your empire, no pun intended. So how about you let me deal with Unklydunk? You know, the guy who beat Ogre after his 13 straight title defenses. Remember that guy? Ah, so we're going to compare resumes now. Interesting. Remind me, how many heavyweight championships have you held on to, Daverman? How has your tutelage of Sparrow been going? Oh, guess the Sentinels haven't really taken off yet, have they? If you wish to spew insults, my good man, believe me, I am happy to trade bombs. Yeah, we can go back and forth if you want. I might have never held the heavyweight title, but when I do win it, it'll be longer than a week, I promise you. And people will actually remember that I held on to it. Now, I know you've had issues with me since the whole hat thing, but if you want to do this right now, we could settle the score mano-a-mano. While I am always inclined to take up a challenge, that is exactly what Unklydunk would like. us to be feuding with each other. Now, if I have to go through you to get my hands on him, then so be it. But I will not simply offer it up for free, not for Unkley and Mr. Butler's entertainment. Well, then how about this? How about we wait? How about we get Unkley to come out here? Since he's cowering in the back, everybody knows he's enjoying watching everybody fawn over him in his new championship, the one he won illegitimately. By the way, that is how you won your title too, right? While we're on the subject. You just couldn't help yourself. You know, there was a time when that would get under my skin, but after a while, so many people use the same insult over and over and over again that not only does it get tiresome, it builds the calluses, you see. So no, that doesn't get under my skin, and I agree we should wait. And whenever he makes his decision, I plan to capitalize. No pun intended. I think there's a lot of people with issues with Unklydunk.
I would agree, but they also seem to be having a lot of issues with each other. And at least Probanaga had the foresight to realize that they're probably playing into his hands.
There are.
So.
And ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, Trios competition. It is going to be VIP in action, the new #1 contenders for the Trios Championship. And in a match that I'm sure Unkley is going to enjoy very, very much. They will be taking on Thunda Bunga.
Wait, Thunda Bunga is a tag team.
That is correct.
So if it's going to be Trios action, that means Thunda Bunga's found a partner.
That is correct.
All right. This will be interesting. I'm wondering who they've got.
VIP needs to get the gears rolling, needs to work on their chemistry and Tornado tag team action. Thunda Bunga is happy to step up, the new owner of a brand new hospital.
That's true. I was talking to Max about that on Thursday. He's looking for people to help with the funding. A lot of people were coming forward with offers of various assistance. Rapture New Road is donating a special portion of sales of Enraptured Beauty. Squatch Roast is sponsoring. A lot of people coming together for that hospital.
Do you have any guesses? I mean, Max has a lot of friends in the locker room. I don't think it's going to be very hard.
I mean, he does. I'm looking at who helped him before. But Max has some weird ideas of what constitutes friends.
Question: is the crossover thing still happening?
That's a good point.
You don't think like, Rar would show up, do you?
I mean, he maybe. I mean, he also is on record as being a huge fan of Apex, which seems weird.
I guess let's find out. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. It is a Tornado 6-man tag team match. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 1,222 pounds, the team of Ozir Tehran, the Doctor of Albanomics, and Wilson, son of Will, VIP.
I mean, here we go. This team, I mean, it's easy to be dismissive because of opinions of their attitude and how they present themselves. But let's remember that man right there, Ozir Tehran, is the top technical wrestler in MNW, and that man right behind him is number 2.
And I recently checked the records. Would you believe if I told you Ozir Tehran, according to my records, and I'll have to double check, is the longest reigning Warpgate Hardcore champion in history?
I would believe that. Now, are we talking
I have to check him against Trashman's recent reign, but it's close.
Now, are we talking about a single run, or because he's held it more than once?
That is true.
All right, let's see who Max got.
And introducing their opponents. First, At a combined weight of 522 pounds, the team of Unga Bunga and Maximilian Thunder Thighs, Thunda Bunga!
Well, Canada represent.
Very much so. And tweeting out on social media, Maximilian Thunder Thighs saying both of you are in line for the Unkley Paine train, but I am not done with Unkley. Step aside or face max damage. And Kelly also tweeted out, last time I checked Trice, every time you had a tattle shot always fell short. You sound like, it sounds like a you problem. Oh.
All right.
So who did they find?
Like I said, a lot of people are supporting the hospital. He could have been any one of them. Could have been, well, we've already seen Sasquatch Ring, and we've already seen Rapture New.
No!
Wait. No, wait. This is a joke, right? This is memes
Please,
in the production
no.
truck again.
And introducing their tag team partner, weighing in at 207 pounds, Juan Chance. I mean, he has had his issues with VIP.
Yes, that is in fact a factual statement. But Max, when you get a partner, you know what? I'm going to be an impartial professional right now. It seems to be the easiest thing to do. But Max, if you're around on Thursday night, we may be having a conversation.
No, I mean, I was expecting maybe like Sir McCheese or
yes,
or like, I mean, nothing against Juan Chance. It's just he hasn't had the best track record against VIP.
No, not really. I mean, he's definitely a warm body.
That is true.
I mean, was Pingshi busy?
Probably. Although Juan tweeted out on social media, my uncle used to work for a hospital. I'll be happy to help the kids.
Oh, all right. Well, that could be it right there.
That might be it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And here we go. So VIP versus Thunda Bunga and Juan Chance.
All right. Wilson is going straight after Juan. I believe there's a little history there.
Yeah, just a little bit. Wilson, remember, has been in the ring with Juan Chance, according to rumor.
So we've heard.
And now body shots from Wilson. Could you imagine if Juan Chance pinned Wilson, son of Will? Could you imagine Twitter?
I'm trying to. I'm trying to imagine Wilson on Twitter when that happens. Unfortunately, I follow his account. And meanwhile in the ring,
And now look out here, Trials of Osiris early.
It's what I was saying about that technical prowess of Azir Turan.
It does not take long for him to lock that in.
And meanwhile, the Doctor of Albinomics going up against the man who is a self-described former pediatrician.
And honestly, right now, this is probably advantage VIP, the rookie Unga Bunga against the veteran and submission specialist Azir Turan.
I agree with that. I'm just, although right now Juan is making a decent showing against Wilson.
He sure is. And out to the corner. Drop
And
kick, nobody home.
And it's just sort of a slugfest between the Doctor of Albinomics and Max. I find it very tiring that there was a memo that we have to say the Doctor of Albinomics in full every time we mention him.
Yeah, I'm very not okay with it. And there's the Doctor of Albinomics with a head scissor takeover. And he's been very slippery, has Alba. Sorry, the Doctor of Albinomics.
Yeah.
And a rake of the eyes by Wilson. That's pretty par for the course.
That's classic Wilson.
And now taunting the crowd. And now it's 2-on-1 Thunda Bunga and VIP with Chance on the outside. Oh, and a super kick to the face.
Right now, Wilson is just looks like he's happy to just direct traffic.
Yeah, but here comes one chance. The ultimate underdog, I think, is fair to say.
Yeah, although, at least Juan's putting a little defense up, but, I mean, it's against Wilson.
And now a head scissor takeover there by Alba.
I was going to
the
say...
doctor of Albinomics.
Albinomics. I was going to say this is all VIP, but it looks like Thunda Bunga's trying to make a comeback.
It is, but now again isolated in the ring, and it only takes one Trials of Osiris, one of the most devastating submission maneuvers in all of professional wrestling. And just as I say that, we've also got the Maker's Guillotine of the Doctor of Albinomics, also devastating.
Although, I don't think I've seen him use that much lately.
No, I have not either.
Although there he is doing his own version of the Trials of Osiris.
Yeah, Alba, the roll up, try to steal it. Alba's down and broke it up by Ozir. Sneaky Unga.
I mean, I'd have given it to Thunda Bunga right there if he managed to pull it off.
And now, Juan, I don't know if I would do that. Look out here! Judgment of Anubis! Down goes Max!
I mean, that's...
And now look out! Return to Caveman! Return to Caveman! He's down! Alba! The Doctor of Albinomics is down! Wilson is distracted! Oh my God, he's gonna do... Oh my God, he almost stole it!
I mean... Oh no!
Wait! Oh my God! One chance! Yes! No! My God! Oh my God! I cannot believe it! Alba was too slow! I can't believe it!
I'm just sitting here. So, Max, I'm sorry. Apparently, you made the right choice.
One chance has done the unthinkable!
And well done, Juan. This one's for you.
I cannot believe what I just saw!
Remember what we said about what is it going to look like on Twitter? If
there you saw one chance with that spinning face buster! And Wilson did not get up, and Alba was too late!
Yeah, that's... Like you were saying earlier, Eric, tomorrow on Twitter, if Juan managed to pin Wilson, well, that was... Do you have the power of prophecy?
Here are your winners, the team of Thunda Bunga, Maximilian Thunder Thighs, and Juan Chance! Juan finally gets his win over VIP, and it's against Wilson!
I'm sure this is the last we're going to hear of that. I'm sure there won't be any...
nothing will come of this at all.
Ever. Yeah, it was a one and done. Absolutely. This has been a roller coaster, Eric.
I can't believe it happened. I cannot believe it happened.
Well, here we are. Yes, we live in this universe.
That might be the biggest win. Is that Juan's first ever win?
No, he has won something before, I'm sure.
I'm not as familiar with his body of work. Oh my gosh.
I think he had a win. So I think he was on a winning team before. So either way, congratulations, Juan Chance and Thunda Bunga. It's already trending on social media. Juan won.
Juan won. Oh man.
Oh, and I'm getting it from the production truck. Apparently, yeah, he had an upset win against Hightower.
Oh, that would do it. The mask versus mask.
Mask versus mask match, yeah.
Juan Chance, I'll tell you what a win.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that happened because it's about to get real sour real fast.
Is it? Oh, wait,
yep.
Am I reading this correctly?
Yep.
Oh man.
It's the new Nexus Titan champion. It's Sir Unklydunk. Oh, it is so good to see so many people trying to fight themselves over who's going to face Unklydunk. Well, spoiler, it does not matter. What did I tell all of you? It wasn't about the hospital. I did exactly what I wanted to do.
I tapped out Promo. Yes, I let myself be eliminated, maybe, to be fresh for the true matchup that I desired. Finally, I ripped that title from the waist of Vinsmoke, and oh, it was a long time coming. You and your Omega Club boys, and how quaint to see you all fighting over me now. And I'll tell you what, I have a wonderful idea, you know, if the brass would hear me out, to settle this once and for all. You know, just, since there's so many competitors trying to get their hands on the grandest prize of them all, the Nexus Titan Championship, which will finally be represented by class and dignity. A 6-man tag team match, and whichever team wins will fight each other next week in a triple threat, and then that person fights me. Maybe. We'll see. I think that's a fair way to maybe, possibly, get a contender, don't you? In fact, I already think I know what the team should be. Since I know Probunaga and Deva get along so well, why don't you be on a team? Oh, and you can have Vinsmoke. You know, your old hat buddy. Which means, oh, look at this. It's all of the old Omega Club buddies. We can have Alpha and Burnout and Trice. Do you think you could still work together? I'm entertained. I'm going to be entertained to see if it works. I can hardly wait.
All right, that's just mean.
Hang on. Let me check something here. I'm texting my contacts with the brass right now.
Okay.
Oh. They just said approved.
Is that a... I think we just got our main event.
Yeah, I think we did.
Oh, hang on. He's not... He has another microphone.
Oh, excuse... Sorry. No, I almost forgot. Sorry to cut the music. Right, so, I forgot. My colleagues, the Outlaws, have been a little... What's the word? Frustrated with you, Vinsmoke. And so, I may have given them a bit of a bone, so to speak. You know, since you're busy, Vin, and it's because of Daverman, you know, your teammate, I decided I would give the Outlaws someone else to feast on. Sorry!
He took my mic. That was rude.
That was very rude.
Wait a minute. Who is he giving? Wait a minute. He's got a
feeding
match.
someone to the Outlaws? What does that mean? I mean, the Outlaws do want to get their hands on Vin.
Yeah, but Vin's booked. He booked him.
Oh, no.
What? Oh, what?
It just clicked in my brain.
What?
You'll
What? What?
You'll see.
You can't leave me like this, Eric.
Oh, you don't understand.
All right.
Oh, that poor spring child.
Wait, what?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by Third Eldrazi, he is one half of the Outlaws, weighing in at 325 pounds, CJR Killer! Oh boy.
Cash job repeat.
Yeah, but he's not getting paid for this. This is personal.
I mean, sometimes, you know what? The Outlaws have been making a lot of noise lately about saying it's not all about the money. I mean, they just did that favor for Suicide Gemini.
So CJ representing the Outlaws, but who's going to fight CJ?
I dread to think. I'm going down the list of possibilities based on who's already booked, and it's not a happy list if I'm right.
No, it's not a happy list. Also, how interesting, CJR Killer has been hired twice to be in 8-man matches. with heavy stakes. Once against DeLuna and Bulldog. Once against Probanaga, McCheese, that whole team. He was the last man surviving in both matches. He's a tough son of a gun. Oh, no.
Oh, this is the worst possible
that's not
timeline.
Okay.
Worst
I don't like
possible
being
timeline.
I don't like being right.
All right. I mean, say what you will. This is still a superhero.
And they were the last person in the 8-man show. Okay, here we go.
Yep.
And
Also-
introducing their opponent, weighing in at 205 pounds, representing the Sentinels, Sparrow!
I mean, Sparrow was one of the battleground participants, one of the winners of the 8 Rumbles.
Yep.
So he's not without his ability.
And was also the last man standing in that 8-man showcase match against Bart Ender. Came very close to winning the Big Oof Championship. But this is a different kind of matchup with a different kind of rage involved. But we did see Juan Pin Wilson, so anything's possible.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest factor I'd be worried about right now is the fact that CJR is not out there by himself.
Yeah, Theron is the X factor right now, no doubt about it. And he doesn't look very happy either.
He's been, when I say people, the Outlaws have been making noise about things, I mean Theron.
I mean, Theron does like to talk.
He really does. Well, we're going to see here.
And here we go, right out of the, oh God. Oh, jeez.
Well, we're off to the races, folks. That body slam looked brutal.
We sure did.
And CJR just taunting Sparrow.
Yep. And now running him into the corner. Sparrow. Oh, what a clothesline.
Ugh, that's...
Oh, and sent off the wood. In the hell is this? Oh, what a boot. And now dropping the leg.
What this is CJR doing exactly what Unkley wants him to do. He's sending a message.
Oh, no, not the power. Oh, the power slam. That is.
Come on, Sparrow. You can do it.
I mean, I know we're supposed to. No, I know we're supposed to be unbiased on these commentary. Oh, come on. No. Oh, God. Oh, no, not the DOA powerbomb. The dead are alive. Powerbomb. Jeez. Come on, Sparrow. Damn.
Oh. I mean.
Jesus.
I guess it's mercifully over, but damn. That was.
Here is your winner, CJR Killer! Oh, God.
Eric, did something seem off in there?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Something just feels weird about this. I mean, we were talking about how resilient Sparrow is, and yet he put up almost no defense.
Are you saying maybe something backstage, perhaps?
I'm saying something doesn't smell right.
That was...
I mean, Unkley was really confident. CJR was...
You know, I just realized something. Who haven't we seen tonight? That's associated with Sir Unklydunk.
Oh. We heard from him earlier, but you're right. We haven't seen Mr. Butler.
You don't think that maybe, you know...
I don't know what to think, but now I'm really curious. Maybe we need to call Papusa.
I mean, Papusa's been a busy man.
He has. I mean, he got his job done. He figured out who the masked attacker was.
Boy, did he ever. Well, folks, that was
trending
tough to watch.
I hate to tell you this, Eric. Trending on social media, the Butler did it.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, I'm on a slightly better note. We're about to hear from the Big Oof champion, Bart Ender.
I'll tell you what. After what I just saw happen to Sparrow, let me tell you right now. Outlaws, you're despicable. You should be ashamed of yourself. There is no way that that was a fair fight. You know, I wanted to come out here and congratulate everybody that had an opportunity at the Beowulf Championship at Multiverse, but I'm a little hot under the collar, no pun intended, because of what I just saw. It is disgraceful. But that is neither here nor there. I want to offer congratulations to everyone who participated in the Beowulf Championship match at Multiverse, the greatest match of my career, without a doubt. The greatest challenge I have ever faced, maybe until now. And that is because, for one reason and one reason only, I want to be a fighting champion. 7 competitors, that was a challenge. But I knew who they were going to be before they stepped foot into this ring. I was ready for each and every one of them. But now, I need to take it a step further in order to prove that I am the greatest Beowulf champion we have ever seen. There's only one way to do that. Next week, live on Warzone, somebody is going to have the opportunity of a lifetime, because I am issuing an open challenge for the Beowulf Championship. The top shelf, the best of the best, whoever. And personally, I hope it's one of the Outlaws.
Well, there is a fighting champion.
An open challenge in this environment?
I mean,
a title match nonetheless.
I mean, you got to appreciate his stones. But yeah, after everything that we've been seeing, it'll be chaos. And he kind of said who he wants, but we'll have to see who comes forward.
And ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our main event. 6-man tag team action. It's... Boy, these teams are something. Jerry, I can't... Probonaga, Daverman, and Vinsmoke. 2 of the architects behind the hat arc, and probably the most devastating man to ever wear the hat, on a team together. And you would think that that was weird, until you look across the ring and you see Trice, Burnout, and Alpha Kong, the old school incarnation of Omega Club. None of whom are on the same page. Maybe Alpha and Burnout a little bit, kind of like Daver and Probonaga, but Trice and Vinsmoke throw these teams completely into chaos. Joey, what do you make of this mess?
I make of this mess exactly what Unklydunk wants. The 2 teams that can't get on the same page, but also dearly want to beat the hell out of each other. And through it all, the only person that wins in the end of this is Unkly himself.
He gets to watch 6 guys beat the crap out of each other, and then he'll watch 3 of them do it again next week. He's got some stones.
I agreed. I think at this point, the only hope is that one of these 2 teams has somebody who can rise above and maybe direct them to some semblance of teamwork.
I mean, I'll tell you right now, slightly, ever so slightly, I'm leaning towards, I guess we can call them X-Omega Club. They at least have chemistry. Burnout, Trice, and Alpha have fought before. They know how to get the job done. If Trice, Burnout, and Alpha can put their nonsense aside and focus on the goal of advancing to next week, I believe they have the better opportunity. However, I believe nobody is on a better page than Probonaga and Daverman. Some heated words, but both good guys to their core. But Vinsmoke is the ultimate wild card. I would sooner expect him to kick the head off of Probonaga or Daverman than try to win the match. I have no idea what he's going to do.
I at this point, I'm just sitting here flabbergasted. I'm just trying to put my head around where this could possibly go. I guess we're just going to have to see.
The following contest is a 6-man tag team match scheduled for one fall, and it is your main event. Introducing first, from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 245 pounds, he is 1/3 of the Roughnecks, Burnout Bond. A former heavyweight champion.
And also just he's been, ever since he lost the belt, he's been a little bit in the background simmering, but I think it's fair to say spoiling for a fight. I mean, we did see him at Multivania as the surprise entrant in one of the matches.
I am as curious about how these dynamics are going to work as I am about if they don't work.
Well, and here's the thing. He even though he once felt like the two men he's teamed with were his brothers, there's a lot of hard roads since that. I mean, he and Alpha, maybe. They left on good terms.
And introducing his tag team partner, representing Legion, from the United Kingdom, weighing in at 262 pounds, Trice!
And here, as you said, is the wild card. Oh, hang on. Let me see if I can get my my monitor. Yeah, I'm twisting the twaddle. There. Yeah, this man, and from what I could tell while I was observing this, Trice's whole problem was dissatisfaction with his opportunities.
I mean, that's really the idea behind Legion. Louis McDonald, Trice, Paine, all frustrated with their lack of opportunities. Kane wanted to get his hands on Dr. Grimm, never got the chance. Trice wanting one-on-one opportunities for titles, not getting them. Louis McDonald basically being pushed down after losing the Nexus Titan Championship. That's what they want as opportunities. I don't agree with how they're going about doing it, but they got a valid point.
And that's the worst part. You see where they're coming from. It would be nice if they weren't such assholes about it.
And introducing third, representing Omega Club, weighing in at 233 pounds, he is the Lion Lotus, Alpha Co. Sing along if you know the words.
I said it earlier tonight, and I'll say it again. I think Alpha Kong is more popular now than he's ever been in his career. And I think he's on an upward trajectory. This could be a great boost for him if his team can come together and get the job done.
And again, I would favor Omega Club if they can put all of their issues behind them.
I would agree. But that with Trice in the mix, that's a lot to ask for.
It sure is, but what does Trice want more, an opportunity or to stick it to his former Omega Club mates? That's what it boils down to.
I agree, and if he sticks to his mandate, he should be going for the opportunity. If he screws over his team, though, then that tells us that what he's been telling us all along has just been a crock.
Sure does. And tweeting out on social media, The Constant Nightmare, Constantinople saying open challenge will sign me the hell up. We've got Mick Morgan tweeting out, I stand behind the lad who I consider one of my earliest and most respected rivals. Kick their asses, Alpha. That coming from the new Warpgate Hardcore Champion.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see what's going to happen with that belt.
Well, buckle up, boys. It's time to get glorious. And introducing their opponents first. Weighing in at 261 pounds, he is the glorious one, Naga.
Who budgets for this?
Probably the same person who handles the dude's entrance.
Yeah, but
the same blatant disregard for the budget.
Yeah, but I never hear about issues about it affecting the bottom line over on Warzone.
Huh? Are they getting a better revenue share than us?
That seems odd, but I don't know. Maybe there's a sponsorship deal. But why?
I understand somewhere Unklydunk is probably watching this with his beloved Mr. Butler. I'm sure just gritting ear to ear as he watches these six fight each other. And tweeting out on social media, Rapture New Road saying the budget for Probonaga's entrance is paid for by Enraptured Beauty. I'd believe it.
And that, like I said, sponsorship deal.
I'd believe it.
That makes perfect sense.
Enraptured Beauty brought to you by Sprint.
I mean, Rapture's always had the utmost respect for Probonaga.
I suppose.
I mean, why not? Or maybe he just really likes the tradition of this entrance.
I was gonna say.
On the other hand, since his comeback, we haven't seen Probonaga in the ring a lot. But when we have, it's like he's gotten back to the basics, gotten back to the wrestling, and is less about the self-aggrandizing.
Which, honestly, I think is probably for the best.
Yeah, it's been great for his in-ring performance, and that's what. And this is the person I would look to see if he can bring the team together for his. Oh, wow, that was. I know that entrance takes out the frame rates, but it took out my monitor.
Wow, that's impressive. The frame rate looks good.
Yeah. There we go. There we go.
And introducing his tag team partners first. Representing the Sentinels, weighing in at 222 pounds, Daverman. Here comes the hero that we all want but don't deserve.
Yeah, the one-time Daver boy, now a man.
They grow up so fast now.
And yeah, and someone, I mean, his journey in just the last 2 years, the ordeal of the hat, which was due to, a mistake on his part, getting past that, fighting and actually being the one to de-hat Hat Smoke himself, which is another measure of awkwardness in this match. And then, of course, bringing in his own sidekick, Sparrow. Daverman's done a lot. Definitely going to be interesting to see where he can go from here. And the Nexus Titan Championship would be a great trajectory for him.
Here's another interesting fact. Take a look at the competitors. Almost all of them, except for this man, significant tag team backgrounds.
That's a good point.
And introducing third, weighing in at 252 pounds, Vinsmoke Sanji. Well, this is creepy.
I mean, he's still feeling some effect from his own ordeal with the hat. And when I was talking with him on Thursday night...
Oh, look at what he has!
Oh, jeez.
Of course.
You know,
I
Eric,
told Zach DeWeaver to stop doing this. Look at him taking his time. Oh, my God.
I mean, this is what happens when you tell an orc no.
Yeah, this is... I mean, he made it... So we should clarify for our audience, he is not the Nexus Titan champion, but of course, purchasing one from Zach DeWeaver's store, which you should absolutely check out. And now, look at... See, this is what I don't understand. First, he has the belt, and now doing the exact same entrance he used to do when he wore that hat. And I'm sure sending a message to Unkley as well. Don't put it on the graphic.
When I was talking with him on Thursday, the word cursed did come up. As in, he's, you know, there's been people saying that ever since the hat got taken off that he's a man under a curse. That he can achieve whatever he wants, but can't enjoy it.
It's disappointing.
I think if I were in his position, I would be seeking out expert help.
I'm just surprised by how well choreographed this is.
Well, now I want to know who's sponsoring his entrance.
Yeah, like for an entrance that I didn't think would go with this song, it kind of fits.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like somebody's really good at figuring these things out.
I mean, Vin's got a talent, I guess.
I'm going to be honest. I think until Vin completely gets past the hat and the issues from the hat, that he's going to be stuck in a rut.
See what I mean? Like right there. Like I don't understand. How did the lighting crew know? Whatever.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past him to have practiced this.
I believe it. This was premeditated. And let's see who's going to start out. Burnout and Probunaga. Well, looky here. Remember we saw Daverman mention that 1 week title reign? Well, it was Burnout that made that happen. Lot of stories in one ring, I'll tell you what.
And that was a sore spot because Burnout came out, issued a challenge. Probunaga took it. No one thought Burnout was going to win, including Burnout.
I think, yeah, even Burnout was surprised that Probunaga said yes, but he was a fighting champion. Mm-hmm. And you know what? Probunaga brings up a good point. A lot of people have used that to get under his skin over the last couple of years, and it's good that he's kind of put it behind him.
Well, like I said, he'd go to that well once too often, and yeah, after a while, it's like, oh yes, how clever. It's like people who kept making jokes about Zako Duo having daddy issues.
And notice the first tag of the match, Probunaga tagging in Daverman, ignoring Vinsmoke.
I mean, that's just, you know, you go with where you're comfortable. Go who you know is going to get the job done.
And tweeting, go for it.
I was going to say, although, truth be told, if somebody is going to know how to deal with Burnout Vaughn, it would probably be Vinsmoke.
I would agree. And now Daverman and Burnout. I can't remember the last time these two were in a ring together. Oh, wait, it was Multivania in a ladder match.
That's right.
A little different when you're one-on-one or in a tag match.
Right.
And now tag made to Trice.
So before I interrupted you said there was something on social media?
Yeah, apparently Maximilian Thunderthigh saying, quote, looks like the line has been made, title or not, Unkley. If they can't get the job done, I will. Max damage the rich. And Beowulf adding, off I go back to Herat. Hats off to you, Major. Next time you won't be so lucky. And Mr. Butler tweeting out, are we going to have to issue a cease and desist? I mean, they might actually.
It's possible. Thing is, all a cease and desist does, it says, you know, if you keep doing this, we're going to sue.
And now look again, Probunaga and Daverman working well together and now going after Trice, and I might have spoken too soon.
Again, I see the idea that's going to happen here. Daverman and Probunaga are going to be looking towards each other. That could be a tactical flaw. I think at some point they're going to need to depend on Vinsmoke.
It is, and look at Trice, a former tag team specialist. He's cutting the ring off, and he's tagging in Alpha. And this is what I was talking about. If Omega Club could stay on the same page, I think this matchup is tilted in their advantage.
I mean, all they have to do is go back on their old training as a group and tactics, and they have an opportunity.
And now into the corner. Oh, nobody home for the boot.
Oh, and Probunaga not having any of that.
No, face first off the mat. So I got to ask you, Jerry, do you lean towards Omega Club, or do you still like the Daver Vin Probunaga matchup?
I mean, this is a rough one. I gotta agree with you. The potential cohesion between Omega Club gives them an advantage, but Probunaga and Daverman are two individuals I would never count out on anything. But I gotta lean Omega Club right now.
And right now, the mind your tongue to Alpha Kong.
And right here, I was talking about Alpha Kong being in maybe the best position of his career. But there's the veteran instincts of Probunaga. Let's remember.
But will he tag? He is not, and again, he is not tagging Vinsmoke, and neither is Daverman. Meanwhile, Omega Club using all three of their members. All right, I should say ex-Omega Club.
Yep.
And Trice not afraid to get involved. We know that.
Yeah, I was going to say, solid tag tactics from Probunaga. You know, cutting off the ring, keeping his opponents in his own corner. But if they keep ignoring Vinsmoke, then they're in an effective handicap match.
And there's a nice single-arm spine buster there from Alpha Kong. And look out here, might be looking for the Hidden Lotus, and it connects on Daverman. Into the cover. Daver is down. 2 and a kick out. Again, this is your main event. We heard from Unklydunk, the winner of this match will be in a triple threat next week against their teammates. And the winner of that might get Unkly? Might? Maybe?
That's what he said. And here, going back to what you were saying, Burnout Vaughn in the ring again.
Oh, and there's a double team move. And I will say Vaughn and Alpha more on the same page than Trice.
Although Trice looks like he's trying. I think what we said earlier, Trice realizes this is an opportunity.
But again, making the tag to Probunaga, not to Vinsmoke. And Vin doesn't seem to care very much.
Well, we'll see what happens depending on how the momentum goes.
And look out here. Oh, flat jack. Down to the mat goes Probunaga.
You know, whoever wins this match, that team has a triple threat next week against themselves to get a shot at Unkly's title. But if Probunaga and Daverman don't take advantage of all their opportunities, they're not going to be it regardless of Vinsmoke.
That's true. And there's the smoke break to Probunaga.
There we go.
And now Trice is trying to cut off the ring, and Vinsmoke breaks it up.
Well, there's Vinsmoke getting in.
And there's Trice helping out.
I think that was a case of Vinsmoke recognizing Omega Club tactics himself.
I would agree.
There. The old adage, don't put Burnout Vaughn in the corner.
Is that the saying?
I'm sure I heard it somewhere. And over the top rope. I wonder how much memories of what happened in that title match between them burn in Probunaga's mind and are fueling a lot of his aggression in this match.
And now where is Vaughn trying to carry Pro Bunga? Elbows to the side of the head.
You know, this is not the kind of match, Vaughn, where you want to be doing anything really flashy. This needs to be...
And look at Vin. Vin was thinking about getting involved on the outside, but thought better of it. Again, there are disqualifications that would have cost his team. Oh, my God. He's up to 7. Oh, through the barricade.
I wonder if that's what Vaughn was planning, and Pro Bunga realized it.
Pro Bunga put it through the barricade.
Wait.
Oh, and he broke the count. He does not want to win via count out.
I was going to say there's no way he was going to let that go.
Yeah, no, Pro Bunga, an honorable fighter, breaking the count. But what kind of damage did that do?
I mean, that's always an interesting question when you talk about Burnout Vaughn. As far as I know, there's not an original bone in his body. And there's always rumors that Dr. Caliban installed shock absorbers in his skull.
That is a rumor. Big right hand to Burnout. Continuing to put the boots to him. And Burnout is trying to... Oh, and a shoulder check.
And, well, and once again, we got the best seat in the house. I'm not sure I'm happy about it.
They need to stop coming out here by us. They really do.
I think these two have to remember the matches in the ring.
Oh, they absolutely do. And there's a nice DDT. Ladies and gentlemen, this brawl is going to continue. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back there, still brawling all over the place. Jerry, this has been, this is not a hardcore match. Vaughn is still down on the outside.
Somebody needs to tell, I mean, they hit our table so hard it knocked out my monitor.
Good grief.
I'm going to twist this twazzle, see if I can get it working again.
And now sending him off the steel steps. Burnout in some trouble. Into the ring we go. And now look out here. Oh, and a reversal. Burnout able to reverse it. And down goes Pro Bunga. And look out here, glorious DDT. And broken up by Alpha Kong. And down goes Vin, down goes Daver.
I mean, that
was some miscommunication.
That was most of the team. I mean, everyone. I think Trice was the only one not in the ring.
And now it's Burnout in the ring.
And back to these two. It's interesting, of all the people that seem to be really having it in for each other, it's Burnout and Pro Bunga.
We're not trying to. What does Burnout got in mind? Tag it in Trice. The submission special. Oh, wait!
Oh, wait!
Oh, my God! The Omega Club Powerbomb! You've got to be kidding me!
I thought this move was banned.
This is the Omega Club special!
Well,
Bunga! Powerbomb! And both men are down. Here comes Daverman! Into the cover! 1, 2... Oh, he kicked out of it!
That was the last breath right there that got Pro Bunga out of that.
How the hell did he stay alive?
As forbidden jutsu trends on social media. Oh, mind your tongue.
Mind your tongue on Trice.
I cannot believe he kicked out of that powerbomb. That is incredible.
That shows the experience of the glorious Emperor. Actually, can we call him that anymore?
I don't know, actually. And now a boot to the midsection. Look out here. Glorious DDT. Trice is down. 1, 2, and a kick out of 2. Good grief.
I would have called that an upset, but at this point, we're almost at a point that I can't think of an ending to this match that wouldn't be considered an upset.
And again, tagging in Daverman. Vin is yet to be legal in this matchup.
That's the only thing that I would think that Vin would be acting more frustrated by that fact.
I mean, it's essentially been 2-on-3. And now sneaking underneath, and look at this head scissor. And now into an armbar. Armbar on Trice. And Trice rolls out of the way. And then Daver slips out.
I mean, floating over is what you'd expect from a superhero.
It's true, and now tag made to Alpha. And a drop kick.
And there he is again.
Oh my God, Maker's Guillotine! An inverted Maker's Guillotine! And Alpha able to break out of it.
Considering the history Daver has with the man formerly known as I Albatross.
I mean, he pulled that out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And now maybe looking for that springboard forearm smash. Dangerously close to Vaughn, who is staying in his corner, even showing the referee, look, I'm grabbing the turnbuckle. But Alpha rolls towards the far end of the ring. Very smart.
Yeah, it had to make Daverman think about it. Decided not to go for the world's finest.
Sending off the ropes. Oh, what a knee! Oh, good night! That knee trembler.
Yep, the guy Impact did its job.
And now the butterfly suplex.
Oh.
Nice face lock driver there. What a main event this has been. A second one. Down he goes. And now into the cover. Look at this. Trying to keep him down. 2. Oh, and a kick out. And there's Burnout going after Vin.
I mean, there was barely daylight between the ref's hands.
Oh, there it is! Tiger Fang! The Tiger Fang! Out of nowhere! Boot to the midsection!
Is this going to be the
down goes Daverman! Into the cover! 1, 2! Oh, and he kicked out!
I thought that modified Hidden Lotus was going to be it, but... Wait, is he going for it again?
Is he? Boot to the midsection! A second time! Oh, he got him! 1, 2! Oh, and Probonaga just in time!
I mean, the ring awareness of Probonaga, but still, that was 2 Hidden Lotuses in a row. Now what's he going to do?
Well, now he's going to try to go for a tag. Oh, and look out, Trice! Up over the top rope. He does not care.
Well, at this point, I mean, we were talking about how are they going to work together. Well, it seems that Trice is definitely on the same page with his team.
I mean, I think he wants that shot at the Nexus Titan Championship as bad as anybody. And back into the ring we go, thankfully.
I could never see Alpha Kong wanting to have a count-out victory.
No, I couldn't either, really. Oh, look out here.
Oh.
Shot to the head.
Nice Hurricane Rana.
And now a pin. No. Able to roll and look out here. Oh, and he got caught.
It was a good move, but Daverman was ready for it.
He sure was. And now Daver could really use a tag. Right hand. Look out here, Rathagarion.
Yeah, we saw a modified version of this earlier tonight from Kelly in that spectacular showcase with
We sure did. Will he bridge it? He will. Into the cover. Count it. Ref 1, 2. Try. Oh, my God. Not a guy. Are you kidding me? They're going to do it again. Trice said grab him. The former members of Omega Club, along with Alpha Cog, trying to end Daverman. First it was Probonaka. Now it's Daverman. And immediately into the cover. 1, 2, and Probonaka hit the ref. And now Trice wants a piece of Probonaka.
I mean, that's a solid tactic. It's not always the best, and it sure pisses off the ref. But, you know, if he...
And he looks gassed.
Yeah, if he's not conscious, he can't count pinfall. The problem is now this, although actually that plays...
Tartarus, though! But there is no ref! That is Tartarus! Tartarus locked in! Tartarus is locked in! Daver's got nowhere to go!
Oh, the ref's coming too.
Daver with nowhere to go. Will he see it?
No.
And he stayed alive. That is insane.
Well, it may not be over.
Is he going for it again? Another Tartarus. He's trying to choke Daver out. Daverman locked in it.
At first,
and he's finally tapping out.
There you go.
So the former members of Omega Club get the job done. But they refused to tag Vinsmoke. That was essentially 2-on-3.
It's exactly what we said at the beginning of the match. The former Omega Club members have a lot of experience with each other and were more willing to put their differences aside to go for the opportunity. Daverman and Probonaka could not bring themselves to work with Vinsmoke.
Here are your winners, the team of Alpha Cog, Burnout Vaughn, and Trice. So they will be in a triple threat match next week, and the winner supposedly is going to get his hands on Unklydunk. And I wouldn't want to face any of those three, honestly.
I mean, if I wanted to pick 3 top guys to go after the Nexus Titan Championship, these would certainly be on the top of my list. Burnout Vaughn, D4C Trice, and Alpha Kong. They are fulfilling the promise of the original Omega Club. Man, what a night, Eric.
That was an incredible way to end it. And tweeting out on social media, Mr. Butler saying, again, are we going to have to issue a cease and desist? Well, I think you're good.
I mean,
what a match.
I would ask a cease and desist on what?
Probably him using the belt.
I mean, sure. I mean, it's a replica belt. Anyone can buy them. You know what? I'd rather see somebody coming in with a replica belt than wearing another wrestler's mask.
I would agree. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for us here on Warzone. For my broadcast partner for the first time, well done, Jerry, by the way. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you, Eric.
For Jerry Aldini, I am Eric Genericson. We'll see you next week. Same time, same channel. Good night.
Viewers, hear the roar of Sasquatch Wing, one half of Lawds. Want more Multiverse Nexus Wrestling? Want more Raphael Simpson and Sasquatch Wing? Want more Lawds? Then look below video. Like, share, comment, subscribe, ring the little bell and square, and watch more of MNW on this channel.